Hello everyone and welcome to a new series of videos that will be running throughout January, possibly beyond as well. But it's to do with Transfer News Blitz, which is an offspring of Sports News Blitz, where we'll be rounding up essentially the transfer news, the transfers that do go through and the ones that are just made up on Twitter pretty much, and giving you our honest opinions that you probably might not agree with a lot of the time. But yeah, so I'm Taylor. I'm I write for Transfer News Blitz, and if Luke would like to introduce himself.
Yeah, I'm Luke. I also write for Transfer News Blitz, and I excited to this new series, basically to call out all the absolute nonsense that we're seeing on Twitter. Yeah, it'll be an enjoyable series, I imagine.
So one of the big stories at the minute isn't actually a player that's moving around. It's at Man United, which is not a surprise to anybody, but it's another new manager. This time it's Michael Carrick is taking charge till the end of the season. Have you got any opinions on that?
Well, for me, obviously, we all know, right? Like, Man United is probably, well, it is the biggest club in England. One of the biggest clubs in the world, right?
Probably the world, yeah.
Yeah, literally. I'd say Real Madrid are probably
that's a different
debate. A little bit. But obviously, like, as I've been saying for weeks now, I think it's mad for people to go, even players, to go Man United at the minute. Like, yeah. I think obviously they've got some good players. Like when Bremo comes back and stuff, they will be playing well. But I just think it's a disaster if you go there at the minute. But obviously Carrick's got them links to Manchester United. He's only going till the end of the season, so it might not be too bad. But I just think my opinion is that I just don't know why he'd ever want to go there. And right now, obviously in a couple of years it might be different.
The worrying thing for me about that is there's two things about it. Is one, Middlesbrough got better after Carrick left. So
literally.
I'm not saying he was the problem, but that was his most recent job, and they got better after he left, and then they got Rob Edwards, and after he left, they've still said that same. So you could say it was him, but then the other part of that is the big reason for one of the reasons that he's got this job, even if it is on an interim basis, is Fergie. How is Fergie still getting any kind of say in what's going on in the club? Like in that bit, like you said before, the Darren Fletcher thing where he said I asked him permission about. You need a manager to come in and do it his way and not live under this thing of Fergie still running the club and I've got you'll never get anywhere, and that's why you're not getting anywhere.
But since Fergie left, there hasn't really been any managers that have done well at Man United. Obviously, they've won a couple of trophies.
He appointed Moyes. Everybody knows that was a very.
He said he chose Moyes.
Look what Moyes did, failed, sacked him. He then brought in that Ralph Rangnick, again, probably did the best of what a lot of them have done over the time.
Yeah.
Got rid of him. It's like, how many times, I know he did a lot of Man United, but how many times do you just let him keep choosing before you just get a modern person in who understands football these days? And I don't know.
It's a common occurrence, though, all the managers that have been at Man United and all people sacked all say the same thing about the ownership, that they weren't backed, or they do spend quite a lot of money, but it's different in it.
It's whether it's spent on the players that they want and in the areas that they want as well.
Well, Aaron said, didn't he, when he was how he feels like he's not he just feels like he's a coach and not a manager, which is crazy because
it's the same at Chelsea, isn't it?
How long he was there for as well? He was there for over a year, wasn't he?
Do you think he'll change it around and he'll keep the job at the end of the season?
I think he will. I think, you know what I think, right? I've said this before. I think he'll do well, and then they'll keep him on, and then he'll do rubbish, and then he gets sacked, and then it'll be exactly the same cycle that it has been for the last.
I think he'll do bang average, manage to qualify maybe for the Champions League, probably Europe, purely on other people messing up, and he'll end up keeping it in, and I don't think he'll last the whole of next season.
I think he's got a couple of players that could do that for him.
Cunha's
a player, he is, and Bremo is. Sesko.
Stop playing Ahmad at wing back.
Sesko, he's a bit shaky, but he is starting to score goals.
He's a donkey. Then we'll move on from that because we can talk about that all day. But the next big story at the minute is Conor Gallagher. He was meant to be going to Villa on loan with a view to buy, but Spurs have decided to come in and spend 40 million euros and just buy him outright, and it looks like he's going to Spurs now.
Yeah, I think obviously, people probably say that he's rejected Villa, but it's probably because Spurs, obviously based in London, and that's where he was always. He's been in Madrid now for I don't know how many years. Obviously, he's done quite well at Madrid, but I think he just wanted to come back to London. You could tell, like, he didn't give the green light to Villa.
When he was in the Premier League, he was always a player I didn't quite mind. I think he got like a lot of stick, and I was like, I would have him on our side. And
I would take Newcastle, definitely.
Yeah, like I would have took him at Sunderland, like when there was rumours, like when we were looking at players like that. But I don't know. I just feel like I mean, he's a good player, but I just feel like Spurs need a hell of a lot more than that.
Yeah, and I can't lie.
Just said that I'd take Matt Sunderland. I'm obviously a Sunderland fan. Yeah. We played Spurs 2 weeks back, and we were absolutely woeful in that first half. Like absolutely abysmal, worst I've seen us play all season, and they were just as bad.
Yeah,
like how we weren't more than 1-0 down, given how bad we were playing. But then also, come the end of the game, we felt a little bit like we could have probably won it.
Yeah,
it was like
when we drew, like when we drew 2-2 with them, obviously when they scored them 2 goals in the last couple of minutes, like they were rubbish. Like I don't know how we even drew that game. Like we battered them, and then obviously they came back. But I think it is a good place for a guy like that to go. Obviously back in London, like obviously James Maddison's not on the way back yet, so you know what I mean. And obviously when he gets back, like, they will have a good side.
Yeah, he's obviously done it because he wants to try and get in the World Cup squad. And
definitely. Yeah.
Whether he gets in, like the state of the England squad at the minute is so good. But
I just think it's a mad. I just didn't expect it. Like I thought when I seen about the Villa links, I thought that's actually.
I thought he would have. Do you know what it is? I think Villa would have been probably a better move for him, given how well they're playing in that at the minute. He probably would have just got put in, and he would have been quite easy for him to hit the ground running. Whereas Spurs, you're going into somewhere where it's negative straight away. Like the
only thing about him going there is,
not to mention you don't know how long that manager's going to be here.
Exactly, like I literally what I was going to say, like.
He could be gone by the end of the month.
And obviously he was at Chelsea for years. He went through Chelsea's academy. Like when I looked at Fabrizio's tweet yesterday, that's all I seen in the comments was Chelsea fans just gutted he went there. Like, he's kind of like ruined his link with Chelsea now, because when you go to Spurs it does. But if it's a good move for him, it's a good move for him, isn't it? Yep.
Another one. Speaking of ruining your reputation with a fan base, Lucas Paqueta is trying to force his way out of West Ham, go back to Brazil.
This is the baddest one, like.
Yeah, like he's one of them. He's sometimes a good player and sometimes he's just non-existent. Like I've got a friend who's a West Ham fan, and he said he's not bothered if he goes. And I think that's just the state that West Ham fans are in at the minute.
Yeah.
Where I read somewhere, I'm not sure where I read it, but they're 7 points adrift from Nottingham Forest, and they've only picked up 7 points since the start of November.
That's mad.
And we're now midway through January. So it's
I feel bad for Paqueta a bit though, because obviously like all that stuff happened with the gambling, which is obviously it is what it is.
I feel bad that he committed a crime.
Yeah. Well, he was meant to be going to City, wasn't he? And then like obviously it went all downhill because he wasn't meant to be going to City for like 100 million. Like,
did he get found guilty of that, or did he get?
I don't think he did. But
he got found not guilty, didn't he?
I think like there was a little bit where he did, and then he did.
Yeah, he was meant to be going to City because apparently Man City are suing him, and they're suing us. God knows, but
because he was meant to go like 100 million. Obviously, he probably wouldn't have got played that much because we know Pep Guardiola loves changing his team constantly. But like, I don't know. I just think he kissed the badge when he scored against Forest not long ago. And now he's leaving. Like I don't get that at all. But
that's modern day football.
It literally is. Down to a T, isn't it?
There's absolutely no loyalty in football anymore. Speaking of which, and it's one that like I've got quite a strong opinion on, is Elliot Anderson. Obviously, he's played for Newcastle fan, not from our area, but he's doing unbelievable at Forest, and like he's put himself in the limelight massively from the under-21 tournament in the summer. Man City are looking at buying him. If he goes to Man City, that is, I'm telling you now, his career is only going one way, and that is down. Like, does he not look at the players that, even in the, like, you can go the same position, Calvin Phillips, Fabian Delph, Jack Rodwell, like, all these young English players that go there and just don't get game time or get any sniff.
Yeah, like,
what's the point?
Even like, not even just English players, like, obviously, like, look at Marmoush, like, he came in, and I don't think he's played a game, like, in ages. Like, he gets played for a couple of minutes. Yeah, but, like, usually, like, because there was not long, like, I seen about him apparently leaving, Oscar Bob apparently leaving. Like, there's a few players. I would take Oscar Bob, definitely.
He's meant to be Dortmund is the one that I've seen that I'm meant to be most interested in.
But I agree with you, like...
That's the problem with you. It must be a lovely problem to have, is having a squad that size where you've got that many world-class players and that talent, that like it's that hard to get into the team and break into the team and stuff like that. I just, as good as he is, like who does he replace? Rodri, Reinders.
They've got Rodri, Reinders. There's got Gonzalez. Got him as well.
Yeah,
like,
Nico Gonzalez.
And like, let's not be real though. Like, City are going to splash loads on him. So if they do like give out a massive figure, Forest are gonna sell him. Which
and like look at James Trafford. If you come in and you have one bad game, that is it. You're back to the back of the queue, and you. Whereas, like, let's be honest, Forest aren't doing great this season. They're doing a bit better under Dyche, but he's the like superstar in the team. Yeah. And if he has an off game, he's still going to start the next game. Yeah. And that's the only thing that matters as a young player is playing consistently.
Exactly.
Like,
looking for England as well.
City, it's just pointless.
He's in the England squad quite consistently now. Like I think the last few games England played, he's starting nearly every single one. Like he is smashing it, but I
massively rate him. Like I don't know if I rate him as like one of the best for our England team, but again, that's a completely separate thing. But I think he's something different, and like I say, I just hate to see. Maybe it's more so because I'm English as well. So, and then you think about the national team, but like I hate to see young players in general, especially England, going to Man City. And it's not just Man City; it's Chelsea, Man City. Like, well, they're the main two for it. Like, what is the point in these moves? Like, obviously, I know your career's short and you want the money, but like, how are you? Like, at what point does he just become?
Like, obviously, City are massive, and you're going to win trophies. But like as you said before, like Calvin Phillips, like he won so many trophies with City, but how many did he actually?
Are you winning the trophies though if you're not playing?
Like it's like a participant trophy that like when you don't do it, like you still get like something at the end.
Like I'll take my medal, but I didn't actually play. Like I think a good analogy of that is the Michael Owen thing. Have you seen that where he got asked the Ballon d'Or at Liverpool or the Premier League at Man United? What one do you meant more? And he went, "I never played at Man United either. It wasn't actually the Premier League." He played 6 games off the bench, so
which is true though. Like it's the same with lots of players though. That the goal players and like, and I think that would be the same for Anderson. But soon find out.
One that I will sneak in before we finish. Is, and there's an article on the website about this where I give a little bit more of my opinion. Sunderland have been linked with Ferland Mendy from Real Madrid. And as crazy as it sounds, right, I wouldn't have him.
And how if you're not going to say that?
Like, mental as that sounds, like if I'd sat here a year ago and told you that I didn't want a player from Real Madrid who's playing the Champions League and that, I'll explain it. Right, we've got Reynaldo, Dennis Cirkin to back up, who I probably before the African Cup of Nations when Ronaldo went and Cirkin started playing, I probably would have had him because I didn't trust Cirkin because the last 2 games he played for us were probably the worst 2 games of his career. So I would have took him then, but Cirkin's been fine. Played against Man City and he was probably arguably one of our best players. I just think, and then you've got Trey Hume, Gertrudia, like all these players that can back up that left back as well. I just don't think it's a massive necessity. Just please sign a winger and a striker. I didn't even know you were linked with him. Like I didn't even know that. Yeah, £9 million. I mean, it's a bargain. And like if we get him, I'll not be upset. But like if it comes down to having to choose between him and us getting a centre forward and a winger, or like some form of creative player, not for me. Like,
well, I'm glad
we just don't create enough chances at all at the minute.
At least you got some links to players because Newcastle don't have any. So
Tim Fox.
We've got that many injuries.
Richest club in the world.
Literally, there's like no links at all. But I'm hoping the next couple of
club in the world got any cash.
We need a new keeper. That is literally.
It's all the refs you've been paying off for those penalties in your last few games.
Shut up, man. Shut up. Yeah, all I'm going to say is, right.
He's got about 10 against Bournemouth. What was that about?
Yeah. That was one of the maddest games ever. 2 of the maddest games ever this week. Leeds and Bournemouth. Crazy.
Just need a proper goalkeeper who saves penalties, mate, like Robin Bruce.
Ramsey saved 3. Did let in quite
Robin Bruce saved 3, the first 3, and then we scored the first 3. Quickest penalty shootout ever.
I've seen. Right, now to be fair, right, I will give you, he is a player.
Did you see the penalty that Everton got given, by the way?
Yeah, that was bad.
He just chucked himself on the floor.
That was bad.
And that is an argument of why people complain about VAR, right? But we have to play an extra 30-odd minutes of football purely because of a bad referee decision.
Well, it happened yesterday in the Liverpool game with Bonzi. Like, that was a penalty. Man never got given.
What was I doing, by the way?
Yeah. I know, that was bad, that as well. But I just don't get, like, how VAR's let it be in some rounds and then it comes in the 5th round.
It comes in, like, after the 4th or 5th round or something, doesn't it?
I think we'll have to worry about that anyways, because
obviously, I know, is it in the League Cup where it's only if the Premier League team's at home or something because they've already got the stuff in?
Yeah.
because they don't obviously expect Macclesfield, for example, to have goal line technology and that.
That's what I'm confused about though. Like if just say Macclesfield actually beat Brentford and get into the 5th round, like are they going to have to install VAR at Macclesfield if they get a home drag? Like that's mad. But
I guess it's just done off the TV cameras, VAR, though, isn't it?
Yeah, if they beat them, that'll be mental. After beating
don't know
Palace
about goal line technology, like.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't get how they do it, but to be fair, it's been quite refreshing not having VAR in their pickup. I must admit. Except to be fair, I know you won't agree.
I know we still won, and if we'd lost, I'd have probably been way more upset. But like, I know what you mean. Like, you score a goal, you know it's a goal.
You know it's in. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's like regardless. Like, but yeah. So that was the first. Isn't it? Hey.
I think that's pretty much it. All the transfers, obviously, there'll be loads more this week.
I think it's been quite a slow start to the window. Obviously, I think with AFCON going on and the heavy fixtures and stuff like that, it's pretty much always the same. It's normally after the FA Cup when things start picking up, when you start having time in between games, and you can start looking at players properly and that as well.
So Menu was also the biggest one. Like that was, but everyone knew that was going to happen at some point.
Oh, wait until the last week when everybody's panicking as well.
Yeah, that'll be the best week on here. We'll call out some of the most outrageous rumours ever.
But I hope you all enjoyed the first episode, and we look forward to debating, giving our opinions on some outrageous rumours as well.
I must admit, we do have some good opinions on things like.
Oh yeah, I mean a lot of people won't agree with us, like, but
yeah, no chance.
It's the beauty of the world, isn't it? So, yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.